Hey guys, my name is Citiac and welcome back to episode 4 of FoolsTown here in Cities Skylines 2, where it's a very snowy FoolsTown right now. We're in I think we're in the depths right now of winter, and the snow has fallen, the mountains are nice and icy white, and we take a look at our brand new highway system that we built in the last episode. Now, I can already tell you that there's going to be some problems. I let you guys already kind of spotted it already, that we're going to have some issues with these double roundabouts leading to single file lanes. We kind of have got rid of the 4-lane boulevards, which is going to, filter a lot of traffic through, but we can do some adjustments. We can kind of fix it right now, but I want to expand the city in today's episode. I want to get more people living here, more jobs created, and I want to take a look at public transport. And that's what I want to implement in today's episode. A little bit of public transport, get some people moving all around the areas and reaching areas that they couldn't once reach before, thus expanding their horizons and their job markets too. So if you are enjoying this, please smash that like button down below. And if you are new in here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But it is very snowy right now. It's a very snowy day. It's winter, it's 0 degrees out there, and it does look kind of beautiful, doesn't it? I really like the... Oh, okay. It's not snowing over there, guys. Do we have season? Does like rain and snow only fall in certain locations? That's kind of cool if it does. Look at the mountains. If you go right down, look at the mountains. Oh, it does look glorious. It does look glorious. Anywho. So since last episode, I've placed down some trees as well to kind of hopefully kickstart the growing process, so it becomes quite luscious, and then hopefully a little bit of a sound barrier from the highway from where all these residents currently live. There is a huge fire right now in our factory industry. Just waiting for the fire brigade to make their way over here. Fire engines. Where are you right now? Wait, don't they have to come from like literally here? We have one dispatched. Where is it? Oh, it's just got here right now. Oh wait, they drove inside the building? They're actually inside the building right now. Hopefully going to put that fire out. Off they go. Ah, yeah. So efficient. So efficient. So, let's start then with a little bit of growth. Let's pause for just a moment, because we have got quite a variation in demand right now. We're going to start with a little bit of office. A little bit of office to kind of kickstart it all off. Provide a different type of job altogether. And we're going to look towards as well extending this area a little bit as we kind of push away. And maybe into this area a little bit of rural, because there's a little bit of farming area. We're going to get some more residential in too. So we'll extend this road down first. And once we kind of hooked up and added in all these roads, then we'll kind of look towards building our public transport network. So bringing you all the way up to there, which will lead this road all the way down. So hopefully I can get the perfect snap in, which we'll go to there first. Lead this all the way in. And, ooh, it got a little bit funky there, didn't it? Slight little bend on it. Right, trying to get this perfect, but I don't think you're going to get it perfect either way. So that will work. So all the roads flow, and we'll pick one of these little junctions as being the crossover for the highway. But for now, we'll just kind of leave it like that. So this all leads into this. Now, we're going to extend this road going further down. I do really want to get away from the grid format within this area. We're very heavily themed griddy on this one side, which we kind of do need to get away from it. Is the snow melting? Or the rain's coming, so I feel like the snow might be slowly melting. Yeah, I think the snow is slowly melting. I also need to look at as well the medium road aspect. And although we don't have the traffic now, you just wait until it's rush hour. Then wait till you see a little bit of traffic appearing. And it's mainly down to the fact that we don't have enough capacity on these roads to shift the vehicles quick enough. But we'll check that out a little bit later anyway. We're going to get in some of this medium density housing. So we're going to go for the, let's see right now, we do have the ability to build some mixed zoning, which would be quite cool. But I'm going to go for the medium density to begin with, and just kind of fill up these areas with the style of housing we've currently got on here. So cover those little areas there, which will bring more residents in. Looking very beautiful. So we're going to create, oh, I like how the snow only melts in certain areas. That's kind of cool, isn't it? We're going to create a bus route at some point, and we need to kind of make it hook up to a few areas. I think it might be a case that we kind of build maybe 2 bus routes. We can use like a bus terminus to kind of bring them all into like a central location where the multiple routes kind of crisscross themselves. That will work out fairly well. But I'm kind of expecting to see some traffic shortly, but I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. So we've got a lot of industry demand right now. What's the unemployment rate currently like? It's 9.3, so it's not the greatest. So I think we'll kind of create something to connect these roads up here. And what I'll do is we'll utilize... So if I kind of come down to where would this snap in here? That would snap in there, right? Is that like a perfect snap almost? Yes, okay, that's perfect. And we'll utilize this road here as being the connection to where the highway is going to end. Now, at this moment, it's just going to end. Until we set up, or extend further over, this is just what's going to happen. It will just end for here for now. So there shouldn't be any dramas until we, build and continue. But we've got the road where it's going to continue, and we're snapping to run parallel to kind of access this area. Now, in this area, it is quite countryside-y vibes, so I feel like that's what we should kind of stick to almost. We should create like a little bit of a farming community around here, and kind of push it a bit further. So I don't know whether we should actually upgrade this road here to being the dirt road and sticking 2 dirt roads on this side. I think it could be quite an interesting one. I feel like we should also extend that road leading up. So I might need to adjust some of this as well. So let me come back to that. Let me come back to that in just a moment. So in terms of that road there, that's where it's going to run straight out. So I'm going to bring it to about there. Now we'll stick to the dirt roads in this area. We'll lead this out. There we go. And then where's that there? These 2 meet kind of currently here. And we'll lead it out to there. So if I delete... Oh, I was expecting to delete half of it, but that's okay. That's okay, boys. And then bend this around to about here. I'll lead this currently down. So I'm going to reposition some of the farming land as well. Now that I figured out and found out that you can put the livestock farming pretty much anywhere you want, it's made my life 10 times easier. So bending that round, then I'm trying to think of ways in which we can kind of extend this farming too. So we'll kind of run a road, and I'll probably do some continuous roads for just a moment to about there. Lead you out, and I think the best thing to do first would be to build the big road. Now, I think I'm going to go off a large road here. A large or medium. We'll go medium. We'll go medium. And it's a bit awkward because we have to kind of upgrade some of this, and we have to kind of almost pick a side to what we're going to be running it on. Now, because the way that that's situated, I reckon we're going to run this a 4-lane road going down there, which will oof some factories, but I need the capacity roads leading to the roundabouts. So that will go like that, leading that to there, and then that to there. So now the roundabouts have 2 lanes, which can now filter twice the amount of traffic, which in reality, I think we could then start thinking about upgrading the slip roads to a double. So if I lead it on the outside like that and then do it there. So we go on the outside. I feel like we should kind of stretch it a little bit further, but you can't pick and choose a node. That's the kind of the annoying bit. That's kind of the annoying bit. So if I ran to, let's say here and there, and then I could upgrade this to that point. Delete you. Delete you. And we got a little bit longer of a double slip for double lanes. And we need to apply this to the other kind of on and off slip road that we built as well. So if I go there, is this one? Oh, kind of misclicked that one there, didn't I? There we go. And then the slips. So bam. Well, bam. Delete. Delete. Right. So that should work out fairly well for us. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, who says? That should work out fairly well for us. And now we got the bigger capacity of road, which means that we can lead down here now. So we're going to have one side rural and then build up the other side, as it may eventually go into a wood industry. That could be interesting too, but we've got to have a little bit more capacity on these roads. That's the one thing we're currently lacking right now. So bringing this out, which is something that we'll also incorporate here as well. So we'll stick this on the outer side, and we'll lead this down to a 4-lane road as well. And this can be the dividing factor of where we get away from our grids and we go for a different style on this side. And then we're going to try and make these almost meet in the middle. I mean, how far do you want to run it? I reckon we go to about there. And then I'm going to do some kind of continuous stuff so we kind of stay away from it. So if I follow the contours almost. And just kind of work with it. And we'll kind of like slightly go up. And there's a slight bend that can be kind of had here. To run that directly down and in. So nice little area to kind of work with. We'll kind of come off it. We'll build the farming industry a little bit more up on that one side. And then we'll kind of come away. It might be something different over there. But at least we got this road kind of connecting around. Actually, I do not like it, if I'll be real with you. I actually don't think I like this road. I think what we should do is if I push it first past it. And then connect this into, well, push this past it as well. There we go. I could either choose to drop a big roundabout, or I could maybe kind of create a few little bends on it. So if I went like this, like that, and then get rid of these puppies here. Right, we'll do a bit of a better bend. Let's kind of run with it. Do the same over here. There we go. So a little bit better. Rather than the jagged edges. It's like a little bit of a smoother run. So we've got all this area right now to pretty much access with farming land. So let's kind of run with our little dirt roads then. We'll do the odd little connection every so often. So where that could kind of run into this. So if I bring it out ever so slightly. There we go. And we'll pick one just down here too. There we go. There we go. And I will do one more just here. So leading this into about there. And then we've got to make it feel like it's all part of this as well. So first things first then, we'll readjust the zoning of this. So if I just move this back. Oh, is it all connected? Yeah, okay, let me just scrap that off for just a moment. Run that down to there. That should be fine for me to then run the rest of this road directly down. And then we'll re-push that all back up anyway. So for this, I'm going to do these little kind of bendy roads. Leading in. And then we want to create a few kind of additional connections elsewhere. So where the lands kind of are ending, I almost want to run roads directly past it. And kind of end the farmer's land. Like that. I don't know if I like the odd bump or two. I think sometimes it can look a little bit funky, right? Sometimes it can. Right, if I run across here and then get this to bend in, we'll roll with that. Roll with that, and then I'll extend these farms to be a bit longer. Oh, actually, no. No. Because I can end the farming land against the highway. So that will bend just here. So if I had a little connection just there. Get that to go round. A little connection sticking out there. Right, this doesn't look like much right now. It doesn't look like much right now. But I've got to fully extend some of these farming areas. So we're going to go quite big on the exports of this as well. We're going to go quite big. So leaving it like that then. Doesn't like much, but now I've got to reconfigure everything and get it all in. So in reality, I kind of need to switch out some of this stuff. Because when it comes to the actual fertile land, wait, can you see it here? it covers this area, and the fertile land is where you can kind of grow the vegetables and the grain. So livestock farming kind of needs to be moved. Your grain, your livestock. So we'll first reposition this one. Actually, I'm going to have to delete them. We'll delete them and then get them all back in. So if I first designate then the grain, we've got a grain in. Let's do a vegetable one. So if I get the vegetable one in first. So let's put you here. And let's go around with all of this. So we're going to have to quickly sort this out. It's currently raining, boys. It's currently raining. Snap it all back in. I have to come away from the snap, apparently. And we'll go to about there and then snap it to the road. And then we'll follow this road all the way around. All the way around. And that then is our first vegetable farming implemented. And I like going around it all, because it fills in all the little gaps. You get the different kind of lines of the farms and fields all matching up. And it looks pretty cool. So this is our grain one. So let's reposition this grain one right now so it goes to the edges. Like there. And then over on this side. Get it all to connect in. And we'll leave it like that for that one. So, is it snowing again? I think the snow's coming back down slowly. Right, so we've got a grain, we've got a vegetable. I'll do another vegetable, which will fill up this area here. So go all the way around this. Once you get past the bend, you got like a little bit of freedom to work with. All the way up. And we're gonna have to come off it at some point, because it won't be like such an efficient little area. Do you know what? I might have to cover all of this, because I don't think I'm gonna get much out of this. Well, if I go to there, I can put a smaller farm on the inskirts of it. So it doesn't look like much. There's going to be a small farm there, though. I should have just filled up the whole area, shouldn't I? I should have just filled up the whole area and not beat around the bush. So that's in the corner. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Fills up a little bit more. So that's basically on the natural resources, that is. That's basically on the natural resources. So everything else, I can pretty much free do myself. So I'm going to actually move this. Can I move that one? There we go. To fill all of this now, I'm kind of seeing the benefits of bringing it all closer together. There we go. So still only 3 farming areas, but now we've got a little bit more going on. So in this area here, we'll place down the first livestock one, because now we got rid of the other ones originally. So I'll place these in here. So going now around. Right, can we not clip to it? As much as we can. And then go right round. There we go. Nice big livestock farm. Oh, that doesn't look too good there, does it now? There we go. Get it right connected to it. So that area looks pretty good right now. I want to add a few more additional going around there, but I'll hold off just for now. So what we'll think about next then is building some residential. Okay, we'll start building some residential here, which will be some low density kind of houses. Now if I first just sort out the kind of the segment connection, which I'll go to there first. We'll go bam. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Right, just go for there for a minute. Delete you, delete you. There we go. So we got that kind of snapped in nicely. And then we'll come off this. Which will go that way. And then we'll go that way. Delete you. That should be alright. And then see if we can bend this road directly round to it. Actually, this will go a little bit more straight to about there. Yeah. So bending that around then, we'll pick two little kind of connection points, which is based off just there in the farm area and this one on the farm area as well, which we'll throw down to complement it, two little mini roundabouts. That's what we'll do there. And then we'll build off this area. So I don't want to go too high because I can eventually see where some type of forest industry will kind of be placed in. We'll come off the end of this here as another connection running down. And as much as I don't want to do grids, we're going to run with some grids to begin with here. Why is it not playing ball? Right, is that too much, you reckon? It's a shame you can't play with the spaces of grids. I think we'll start with that. That'll be a nice little starter point. And then low density housing. Completely out of the way of everywhere else that we've currently got on the go. But it will provide, hopefully, some workers for some of the industries and spread out the demands ever so slightly. So it just kind of adds to it because we're going to bring like a bus route that comes around here. So the fact that we're going to have some residential peeps living here will play a huge part for us moving forward. It should play a huge part. Now, public transport then. So winter's still here. I wish winter would go now. I'm getting sick and tired of winter. But it is making me spot little areas that I'm not quite hugging tightly against the edge of the road. So I suppose that's a good little thing. Oh, it is mountain. I think it heard me. Oh no, I think the game can hear me. Right, these extra sticky out bits, we're going to get more farming land around in just a moment, but I want to get my little bus route in first. So let's pause for a second then. So by default, we have two forms of transportation. We have taxis and we have a bus depot. Now, once you build a bus depot, you can unlock the bus terminal. So the bus depot, if I place this in, where would it be a good idea to place in the bus terminal? Is it no bus depot? Sorry, it would have to be within the in the vicinity of the industrial area. So maybe here would be a better option for it. So if I place it just there. Now a bus, is it a bus station? It's a bus station, which is a terminal for it. Now one of these, how much are they by the way? They're 200,000. So if I place it in right now and just kind of take a quick little look at it, it allows us to bring in multiple bus lines to have them stop. So if I go bus here, a bus line, multiple bus lines to stop here. And it also creates like a crisscross section for them. So we can have multiple lines crissy-crossy on it. But it's a case of where do you want it to run? Now, before I go any further, I think we need to take a greater look at these 4-lane roads. So we've got this 4-lane road tearing through up here, going all the way around, which eventually goes in down to here. Now, we need to connect it up on these roundabouts as well, which means some of this stuff is going to be slightly deleted or pushed to a side. Now we'll go up to this road here and have this road be a 4-lane road that would go down to connect down to this. Right, this is going to be a little bit of a pain. I'm going to slightly move this over by 1. So just bear with me a second. And is that enough to then connect it up? Yeah, because I want it to be on this side. So that connects into there, which is all good. I could also extend that 4-lane road going down as well. And then doing it on this side, so hopefully it doesn't delete my offices, which it shouldn't. There we go. And the only thing it's going to kind of upset right now is the school. Now, if I just reposition the school really quickly, if I just put it there, and then go back to upgrading this. So it doesn't affect the car park, which is good. Now, where's it coming to? It's only actually coming to here. Now, do I chomp into the commercial, or do I chomp into the residential? Whatever side I pick also affects this side as well. Oh, which this ends here. I might need to reposition all of that then as well. We'll go to the left side. Right, there we go. Oh, okay, so this is not gonna, this doesn't like the idea of it. So I might delete this first. Oh, it's because of the is it the overpass? Is what, a tree? Oh, no. Wasn't that little thing I placed down? The can thing? I have no idea what this is. I'm going to relocate it. I'm just put it there. Vehicles can crash into it. I have no idea what that is. But I should be able to get the roundabouts back in. Right, to there and to there. So I could in reality extend that just to there for now. And leave it like that. And then maybe throw a roundabout down. Or maybe not. Maybe not is the question. I think because of the car park where that's now situated. So if I reallocate this or reposition it to there, just for a second. If I upgrade that 4-lane road as well, I could drop a little bit of a mini roundabout down. It'll upset a few things, but that should be okay. Throw one just here as well, where the 4 lanes kind of technically meet. And then go back to placing these down in. So we'll go for the mediums. That runs up to there, which I feel like we should reposition this, the welfare office. Which I'll place the welfare office around here. So reposition this to here. There we go. Which means I'm going to have to delete all this path now. There we go. So I can extend this road moving further up. Now, it's a bit of a pain, but they will thank me in the long run, trust me. They will thank me in the long run. Because we've got these important major through routes that we can utilize. So what did I move in the process? I moved the school, which we're going to have to now readjust. So I reckon now I'm going to delete this road for just a moment. And we'll reposition this as well. So if I bring this going straight... Right, let's sort this slope out now. This slope is kind of starting to cause a few little problems. There we go. A little bit of terrain in. There, and then directly in. So by doing that, I can then throw the elementary school, but we'll put it on the inner side, keeping the traffic off the front. And, oh, then again, I had the car park in, didn't I? Yeah, so let me rotate this that way. There we go. So, major roads now all upgraded. Back into play mode then. And then all the zoning that's got oofed. Oh, I didn't get the road. I didn't get the road in for this. Sadiak, what are you doing? Right, we'll leave that like that for now. That should give us the water. So very shortly, we will be back to normal. We will be back to normal. No stresses. No stresses, no dramas. So anyway, the main point of all that was we've now got this major 4-lane road which we can use as almost like a loop road. But most importantly, use it to bring a lot of vehicles to a bus terminal. Now, I keep calling it a bus terminal. It's a bus station. Where would be the best position for our bus station? So if I relocated this then, I could maybe put it somewhere like surrounding the 4-lane road, to be honest with you, wouldn't be such a bad idea. It wouldn't be such a bad idea. The roundabout's over there for that. I could put it there, which means all loops run to it. Yeah, okay. But the land does drop off a little bit, so you got to be a bit careful. So if I go for this road here, and if I link this, so if I bring it out initially to there, and then just get that to bend. Wow, messed up right at the very end. Get it to bend just directly into there. That will work. And how big was that building again? Sorry. So it is a fairly decent sized building. So if that bends around to there, so they've got a through road, but then we utilize a road coming in here, so I can then throw that in. So we've got plenty of space. But then again, what's stopping me placing it, for example, here? Nothing really. Now, I don't know how people are going to like this. I don't know how they're going to like it, the fact that they're going to be waiting for buses at the bus station next to the power plant. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, so now I'm kind of changing my mind. Would it fit in somewhere like here? I think it would. It's just I got to move the medical clinic. So reposition this on... Right, where's got space? Reposition it just there. Move you over to here. There we go. There we go. Now, upgrades to this, we could add extra platforms. We could add a taxi stop. And we could eventually add electric bus charging. Because you could have electric buses. You could have electric buses. Now, my bus depot is just over here. So it's only down the road from the bus actual station. So we'll create 3 routes. I don't know if it's create 3 or 2. No, we'll create 2 loops. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll create 2 loops of our buses. So we'll do the bus stop with the shelters. And we'll use this road coming down here as pretty much the divider. So if I had a bus stop there and there, and if I then had a bus stop here and there, right, and it will kind of kick into there, and then we'll have one going this way, and that way. What's the best option? So they'll go down there, go down to here. Now, at this moment in time, I'm only going to do it to where we've currently got buildings, right? So down to there. And then we'll have one just here. We'll do one just here. We'll kind of lean round to about here. End of the walkway. Nice. And then we'll end with one just there, just before they exit out. So I'm doing them a little bit closer than I would normally do them, just to kind of give us the range. We'll have one there, and then that's where your boy will try and get them to turn down and go this way. to then bring them down to a stop just here and connect in. So let me just do this loop first then, just to kind of see how this is going to come together. So if I start it here, comes out, goes down this way on this stop, to here, to there, to there. Now because we can set waypoints, if I did that it will go that way, but I can set a waypoint to go this way, to then go there. So we can kind of control where the buses run, which I find quite handy. So I don't mind about that one. That one's fine. But we'll get it to go this way round. And then down to here, which will get it to go this way to there. And then back in again. So that's the one loop there. And hopefully it's okay. Them might be a little bit too close. But hopefully that works out. And then we'll figure out how many bus stops we need on it. Buses on it, sorry. So this is going this way into there. And then we'll get it to have a stop here. We'll then have one there. One just there. One just before they leave. So now we're into this area. So we'll have a stop just there. And just before they leave here. Now, we don't have all the farming area in just yet. So for that reason, we'll put a stop there. And I'll put a stop just here. 2 entry points, or 3 entry points, depending on where you're looking at it, where they can walk in. And then for this, we'll bring it into then a stop just there. And then it goes down the other little system. So, stop here, there, to there, up and over, Pepsi Cola. In it goes to that one. Back out. There. Here. So it's more just kind of giving us greater coverage rather than being efficient to that regards. And we didn't need to set any waypoints for this. It kind of worked out fairly well. So we've now got 2 bus routes. We've now got 2 bus lines. And one of them's got 6 buses on. I think that might be a little bit too much. I think 6 buses might be a little bit too much. Maybe drop it down to 4 on both. So that one down to 4. This one down to 4 as well. And then we'll kind of decipher through. Now you might be thinking 4 is not really that much. They won't come that frequent. But they can also carry 80 passengers each. Each buses can. So it could be a good thing. It could be good. Anybody waiting here yet? There's a couple people waiting here already. They're either waiting or they work here. It's one or the other. But there's a couple of stops then. When you look at it in reality, there's 2 stops here where the lines crisscross. And then they also crisscross here as well. So there's 3 stops in total where the bus line crisscrosses, giving them the opportunity to get from one line to the other. So we'll just keep it quite simple for now and just kind of see how we get on with it. Right. We have buses. We have buses, baby. Right, I'm going to get some more farming land in. Which for us in this area will be livestock. So I'll throw in this one just here. And then go round. Cover this area up. We've got a roundabout here to navigate. Wow, you're not going to snap into it? Nice little farm just there. We'll do the same for this one. So we'll go back to the snapping on that. Bam. Down to here. Navigate the roundabout, go round. Because this is the countryside. So expect there to be quite a lot of farms for now. Right, that one's all done. Oh, it looks really good, doesn't it? It does look really good. Now we're going to have a slightly larger one here. There we go. Leading this all the way around. And in. Nice. So that covers all that. It's really good because it fills up a lot of dead space, doesn't it, in reality? That's what it kind of looks like. It fills up a lot of dead space. I just want to work with these ones. I reckon we do one farm there and then one large farm here. So just 2 more farms is all I want to get in. 2 more farms. And then I'll be quite happy with that. Alright, all the way down to that road. And then just run it near the highway. Down to about there. And then back in. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. There's a lot of work going on here. Maybe we should have made the bus route go through here. Through there rather than there, but, you know, it is what it is. Right, last farm. Last farm I'm going to squeeze in. Okay. Now, we're very, very heavy into our livestock. But with the amount that we're going to be producing right now, we're going to have to start thinking about exports. Now, by default, we export via vehicle. But surely it can't be long now until we start thinking about ships and trains. You know what I mean? Where's the road? The road's there. But we will come off the snapping. Back on the snapping. That road's bending away slightly. There we go. Up this road. Done. Nice, mate. I mean, I do have that little strip there to work with too. I think we'll leave it for now. But that's a lot of farming land, isn't it? It is a lot of farming land. A considerable amount. But it will provide a lot of jobs. A lot of rural jobs. Wow, okay. Nice, nice. Right. How many people are using our buses then? So, wow! 1,200 people a month are using our bus network. And you can see the efficiency and the well, I say the efficiency, the usage. The second one, not so much many people are using it because obviously it doesn't really go anywhere almost at the moment. Not until we build more residential over there. It won't really make much sense just yet. Anyway, we'll extend these down because I want to get some more residents in. So not too many roads to my 4-laner. And then we split the difference. Going this way. And we'll lead that directly down and in. Nice. So we got a deal. Oh, we actually got some high density demand. That's quite interesting to see. Should we spend that first? So high density is the low rent housing is what we could squeeze in. Now while we've got it, where would we benefit from the low rent housing? Maybe around here wouldn't be such a bad idea. Maybe you can complement the high rises just there. So if I went bam, built that in and then just there, let it do what it's got to do. Low density, we'll squeeze all this in here. And I might do some medium density there, just to kind of change the stagger effect on the buildings. That'll work out well. That will also provide those bus stops around here with a few more passengers. Always thinking of the silver lining, boys. Always thinking of the silver lining. And that should work out. So yeah, public transport is now a good one, isn't it? It is a fairly good one. So this is our road availability. We kind of need to get some more parking spots in, don't we? How is our current parking spots doing? That is almost full. Wow, okay. We've got the one over here, which is not really being utilised. So I don't think that is a good position for it. So I might move that one to a different location. Now, let's squeeze it down here because we seem to have a lot of demand over here. Maybe a lot of people will park up in the car park and then get on a bus. I don't know. I don't know if that would be the case. I'll reposition it anyway, again. Move it to like a... Actually, I'll steal it. I'll pull it over here somewhere. So let's get something over here then. I reckon where would be a good idea for this? Right, let me just put that there for a second. So I want to kind of see between the different variations. Overground parking. Underground parking's a good one, right? How much to unlock underground parking? So roads, underground parking, 4 tokens. Now, reason for that is underground parking is expensive. Is not as kind of obstructive as normal parking. Where would I get it in? So if I say I put it somewhere like there, let me get rid of this. Let me delete this one. Oh, do you know what we could actually do? We should actually reposition this. So let me just move that over to there. Move this here and move you back over. So just fill in the little nooks and crannies. Now this can hold 200 vehicles versus this one over here that could hold 135. But it takes up a lot less space is the main thing. It takes up a lot less space. So I think that's a better idea, isn't it? It is a slightly better idea. Car park over there is pretty full too. Oh, we'll just watch the building get demolished. Oh no. Okay. So that's not too shabby. We'll see how we get on with it. But traffic-wise, I think we've managed to alleviate a lot of future traffic problems by upgrading to 4-lane roads throughout the city. So that would have worked out pretty good. Power is an issue. Power is going to be an issue very soon. It is going to be an issue very soon. But do we need, like, road maintenance? Is that something that we need to get in, don't we? Yeah. And how big is that building? It's also a fairly large-sized building. Now, this was slowly becoming our, like... What's the best word to pull it? Governing area? How you want to pull it? Maybe not, maybe not. But, yeah, that building, I feel like it needs to be in here somewhere. It needs to go there, so I'm going to have to delete that path. Throw you in. So we've got a road maintenance depot. Not too bad, not too bad. And that should hopefully fix a lot of the problems throughout the city. That it should, boys. That it should. We keep getting office demand and it keeps decreasing. So I want to place down some more office zoning while it does kind of creep in. At least it can be spent and utilised. I swear 99% of the text I see on my screen is just buffering. Can we get some proper... Oh, they want internet. They're requesting internet services, boys. Internet services. Okay. Okay. We'll come back to that in just a moment then. Right, population. 6.6% unemployed right now. So let's utilise this commercial demand. So I do have the ability to do the mixed zoning as well, but it's a medium density building above. So you need medium density demand as well to kind of spend it. So let's go for the rest of the commercial here. Actually, let me kind of consist of expanding the footpath, because that is the vibe of this area. It's all going to end at this 4-lane road as we progress over. So this is the last kind of strand of it as we get it in. And we could do a little kind of section over there. There was an abundance of customers in that area. But let's just spend that demand anyway. Those buildings do provide jobs, which does slightly lower the unemployment rate. So that becomes a nice little shopping area, a nice little shopping district. Now, did it change my bus routes? That one was 5%. It's gone up to 8%. So we've managed to get a few more people in the vicinity. Which is not too bad. Not too bad. And we're going to build a little bit more of a road grid again. So I reckon we take it as far as there with our road gridded network. Yeah, we'll take it as far as there. We'll put some more residents down, as it will slowly transition into the wood industry and then maybe into the mining industry eventually. Could be pretty sweet, right? And we'll eventually close these gaps too. I'll eventually close these gaps. But different size zoning, different size grids, it makes for an interesting combination. It kind of gets away from the mundaneness that we kind of like might have going on. So it all works out in the long run. All works out in the long run, boys. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Right, so we've got a lot of that stuff in right now. We've got a lot of commercial low density demand for residential. That will eventually all move those guys in. The highway is looking pretty beautiful. This will eventually all be elevated too as well. So I think next episode then, we've got to start thinking about exports, right? We've got to start thinking about our exports. The traffic's able to handle in all this, so completely fine. Oh, we got a bit of a traffic jam. Nice. Now, the reason we got a bit of a traffic jam is because it's a single file lane. So if I can upgrade it to a 2-lane here, that will then split them for the ones who might want to make the right turn. So just give them a moment to kind of pass through here. Right, I just want to see how this changes things, because there's traffic lights there. I could get rid of the traffic lights, so it's all flowy, flowy, flowy. But I'm also waiting for the vehicles who are, well, waiting for them to get into their correct lanes. So let me get rid of traffic lights to begin with, and now we're seeing a little bit of movement. I'll put the traffic lights back on. So the people who are making the right turn can now go into the right-hand lane and move. There's going to be a lot of backlog here because there's traffic lights in, which we'll keep it in for now. It's just a case of making sure we're efficient where we can be. And then the same logic would technically apply for the slip roads again. For like places like here. So there and there. There and there. So double vehicles can come in, double vehicles can go out. Why are they turning in there? They you're not allowed to do that. How do I tell them that the left lane is for left turning only? No straight on turns. I don't know. I don't know how you tell them in that regard. So get out of the right lane. You're not meant to be in it. I don't know how you make them not go in on the left lane here. How you make them not go into the right lane. I'm not too sure on that. I don't know whether it's that they'll just go in the wrong lane because they're backlogged. But these vehicles... Oh, that vehicle did it. So I'm not too sure. But the extra slip roads do help out. The extra slip roads do help out. So we are going to have to think about it the next episode then, boys. Getting some imports and exports on the scene. Oh, we got more... Oh, my... Oh! We've had a big car crash. We have had a big, big car crash, boys. I got a truck on... I got a vehicle on its side. Person waiting to be rescued right now. Someone else waiting to be rescued. Oh my goodness me. It's all go, isn't it? It's all go. People casually minding them. Oh, there's another one over here. It's a bike on its side. How would they rescue them then? Because they can't just come back and get to them. Once you exit, you can't come back in. Unless there's a roundabout somewhere. I don't know. That was crazy. That was legit. That was a nice way to end the episode. A car crash. Which pretty much is a kind of like a metaphor for my series, a car crash. Right, we've done highways last episode. We've done buses this episode. I think next episode then we're going to take a look at exports and put some serious thought as well into extending the highways to where they need to go to, and then planning out new areas as well to get more people moving in. We're going to push the 10,000 resident mark hopefully next episode as well, and just get more stuff growing and get this city where it needs to be. Oh yeah. Right, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode and enjoying the series so far, I want to see how it is going to continue to expand, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe, and until next time, I see you all soon. So, goodbye.